Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're playing more Standard 2022. Been having a blast in this format. For those of you who aren't familiar, Standard 2022 is pre-rotated Standard, so it's 4-set Standard. No Eldraine, no Ikoria, no Companions, no Rogues, no Ultimatums, no Adventure creatures, none of your creatures getting stomped by Bone Crusher Giant. We've been playing with the new set, Adventures into Forgotten Realms as well, so it's really kind of a fun time to test things out. Yeah, so we have Mono Green here. This is a Crokeyz list. The only change I made was he was playing 4 Esca's Chariots. I went 3 because they're legendary and 1 now Professor. I generally like having a lesson board if possible. It's just a flexible option in best of 1. But really what we're trying to do here is play a nice aggressively slanted green deck and built kind of around Ranger's Class. So Ranger's Class enters the battlefield. It's a 2/2 wolf token that we get. And then it is an enchantment that sticks around, and we get to pay mana into it at sorcery speed to level it up. So level 2, whenever you attack, we get to put a 1/1 counter on target creature. And then for 4 mana, we can basically get the Vivian Monsters Advocate kind of static text, playing creatures off the top of our library. Very powerful card here. Another new card we're playing is Werewolf Pack Leader, kind of a precursor to the upcoming Innistrad sets. 2 green for a 3/3. It has Pack Tactics. So Pack Tactics is whenever this creature attacks, if you have 6 or more power amongst your creatures, in this case we get to draw a card, and then we get to pay 4 mana and make it a 5/3 with Trample. So late game, it's good to kind of give it some built-in evasion, especially if we put counters on it. And then that's pretty much it for the new cards outside of Lair of the Hydra. Another creature land, just green X becomes X power creature. So a nice way to kind of pay late game into more mana. So it could become a bigger or either a cheaper Faceless Haven or a bigger Faceless Haven depending when we need it. And it's also not as conditional with the snow lands. We're still playing the Faceless Havens. 8 creature lands is really good in a creature deck. Otherwise, we have some ramp in Jaspara and Tangleflorhedron. We also have Blizzard's Brawl for some fight spells. We have Kazandu, Old Growth, just as kind of reoccurring, and then the Chariot as well to make some tokens along with Swarm Shambler. Sideboard-wise, just basically the lessons. I don't have Mascot Exhibition. I really don't want to pay a mythic for it. If you have it, play it, but I just don't really want to spend a mythic right now. There's a bunch of new cards I want to craft. You can see my reserves are quite depleted. I had like 50,000 golds yesterday, plus I bought a bunch of packs with cash. Let's play first. I want to just get a couple games in to just play the deck, get familiar with it, and then we'll pop into the ranked queue potentially. We've been playing a bunch of decks. I think I have like 6 or 7 videos up already on YouTube. So if you want to see a bunch of different variations on 2022 decks, we played the Book of Exalted Deeds combo. We've played a bunch of different Dragons deck. Even in regular Standard, I was playing Dimir Dragons. I got to like 233 Mythic with it. That one was really sweet. So a bunch of content up on my YouTube. As always, if you can, like, comment, and subscribe goes a long way to helping out the channel. It's also free. So hope to see you again. If you do have any cool decks you're trying out, do let me know in the comments. This format is really exciting. Lots of cool things here. So let's jump into it. Yep, keep. This could be... So right now, kind of the go-to best deck in the format is the... is it Dragons deck? Sorry, I'm just going to close my door. My dog sees her rival puppy outside. I have the friendliest dog in the world, but for some reason there's a Shih Tzu that lives in our area that they've never actually met each other, but they're mortal enemies, which is always funny. So I can get Old Growth Troll here, but I think we're just attacking in, playing out another Pack Leader. They can't sweep here. That's actually perfect draw. Fight there. And then I think we're attacking in here. Get double pack tactics. And then play Old Growth. This has been really impressive so far. Like, opponent's drawn some cards off Expressive Iteration and I'll probably die now. Okay, you have a 5/5. All that thunder and lightning. So that's the best deck in the format, arguably. Mono Green is probably competing in it. We'll give this one more just to see. When I pick up a new deck, sometimes I like to play it in Unranked just to get familiar with it. At least when we're high up in Mythic, and then I'll jump in. Sure. Probably... probably want to get Shambler going first. We're not going to ramp into anything right now. Okay, so this is actually an interesting... well, I can't block anyways, so... like, I can't make this indestructible. So, am I going to Old Growth next turn? No, I could Blizzard's Brawl and tap something. So I'm okay. I think we're going to just get out another creature here. I wasn't sure what they were on just yet, but I want to be able to Blizzard's Brawl next turn with the Indestructible. Okay, I think given they've gone... ooh, Ranger's class is interesting as well. So I want to wait till they put the equipment on something. So I could Ranger's class, and then I could level up Ranger's class. I think I like that. We're not going to attack this turn just yet. They both have first strike, so even though this gets a counter, they kind of trade here. I think getting this going is effective. Let's see what their equipment is. Ice Fang as well. It's actually interesting how I want to... I think we are gonna... so I could do this fight here and then put a counter on it, but this also gets the trample, so I kind of like that. They can get their equipment, that's fine. I can attack with Jaspara, but I think I like putting a counter on one of these. And then we can start just pumping mana into this to play off the top. Like Kazandu for turn, probably. That's actually pretty big. The first strike with this. Ooh. That's quite scary. Just kind of hoping for another Blizzard Brawl. How do we want to play this turn out? Because the problem is they have the double first strike, which makes it quite terrifying. I think we're just doing this. Question is, do I want to just pay this mana in or save it. I think we're gonna hold this for next turn. So they can equip tier, taps down one of my things. It's 10 power. They can start attacking in here. Another Kazandu, that's 10. Again, like, it's not great for us. I think we're just gonna activate this. I'm just hesitant right now. This is actually been really... Because if they get Maul the Skyclave, I'm screwed. Or anything that can provide trample. There's no Embercleave right now. I'm doing this to basically clear off the top, like we've seen one Blizzard's Brawl. Like, that's scary. 6/5 flyer. And they're gonna get more. Yeah, we're probably dead this game. They're being very passive. Probably start throwing in some attackers. Probably just blocking like this. And do this. We can't win this game. We're not dead this turn, but with the angels in the sky, I'm just not going to get through. The first strike's too significant there. The big thing is, like, we're missing the primal mites, which would be something we can push through, but the first strike, because I could keep making big creatures, it's not the issue there. It's the fact that they stonewall everything. They have like 9, no, they had at least 6 on defense. At one point they had 11 power first strike damage, so none of my creatures were getting through. When you draw your first strikers in the rallies in your opener, Paladin class, so Thalia or Tithe Taker makes your creatures bigger. It's pretty free attack. So they can level up here. I'll just... I think that's easy trade. They could have another one, but we still do that trade.
It's a shame we must fight on
Grandmaster of Flowers. First time seeing that, so just take this off the battlefield. We don't need it being so that can't block. So we level 2 here. Play this out. Do this. Paladin class puts another 1 on it.
Violence will be met with justice.
I think we need to do this just because it's going to keep, like, preventing me from doing anything. And these monks are going to get annoying.
My acolytes are paragons of justice.
Ooh, that's actually terrifying. Oh, I got some Plarg. So we're definitely doing this. Make this a 5/5. We'll take that trade.
I can intervene no longer.
Cool. I like the opponent's deck. That Planeswalker wasn't terrible. Like, just being able to tutor up a bunch of 1/1s that get pretty big and then, like, fogging the creatures. I think it might have been right that turn for them to just keep kind of fogging our 4/4 Trampler. Because, like, every turn I just make it bigger. Ranger's class has been pretty good. We'll keep this. Hand looks good. This could be either Mono Red or Gabagoose. We shall see. I think we're taking it. Mono Red. I think we're just keeping this back. They got another Cargan. Oh, that's an easy block. So we'll do this next turn. Because then at least I get Pack Tactics off. Draw a card. Oh shit. They hit me for 6 this turn. Well, racing wise, we should still be okay, because I hit him here. And then I go land Kazandu's Swarm Shambler. Then I play land. Play. Or I could even make this a 5/4 if needed. Okay, this is just like Boros Warriors. So I could Rangers class and level it up, but I don't think that's where we wanted. Let me see how they block. So this can go 5. No, I'm short. And I'm dead in the air. flyers continue to be a bit of an issue for this deck. Like, both games we just lost to these warrior decks, which shouldn't be that good. Like, Jaspara being the only thing with reach. Like, Gem Razor is something we miss in this type of deck. I think we want, like, one more fight spell. Because the problem is, like, we're not really responsive. Like, if we don't draw Blizzard's Brawl, we have nothing else. There is the creature, the land that also fights. Gotta check. I think Untapped had an update. Probably going pack leader here, depending on what they play out. Because I'd like to Rangers class and level up Rangers class the same turn if possible, plus getting these pack leaders out earlier. Come on, opponent. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? To disconnect? Ooh, they're dragons. I'd really like just a green source here, so I can play Old Growth. Just trying to think if there's any other fight cards. Like, we lose Primal Might and we lose Ram through. Both would be good in this deck. This Werewolf's been great. Really excited. I hope we get Huntmaster of the Fells back. Okay, Sciences. So hopefully they just go like 4 mana dragon here. I could Rangers class and do that. I'm like borderline willing to just concede this match because this person's playing so slow. So this is pretty good because I can, if we draw another land, then I'm going to do this and this. If not, we'll level this up, play another Rangers class. This is any permanent. We're cooking now, because this will give us extra mana. It's actually not bad. Because now we get this. This card's been very good. like this and the werewolf, very impressed. I think I might want to try, if possible, to be able to splash a second color. Like Gruul Rangers class. Okay, so they attack here. It's unlikely they have... They might just be dead on the crackback. Activate this, activate this. No, but I have it on attack, so I can't activate both. Might just be Blizzard Brawling this. What blows us out? Okay. Cool. Like, I probably should have attacked first. Just power up. Okay, so Ranger's class is very good. Let me just see if there's any other fight spells. Like, that game we had Blizzard's Brawl, so we were good. But the games where we don't have Blizzard's Brawl... Fight. So we have Inscription. We have Kalani. 3 mana is quite a bit. Magic Duel. Not paying 4 mana. I think I'm gonna try one of these. We're 24 lands. Okay, I'm gonna... Whatever, we'll keep the sideboard for now. I just want to try 1 Inscriptions. Actually, we can get rid of these Florahedrons. They're lands more often than not. Gnarled Professor. Let's try Inscriptions. Inscription scales pretty nicely as well. I don't want to lose to flyers. Like, Goldspan's the best card in the format right now, probably, in terms of creature-wise. And we have no way to block it. Like, we could block with Jaspera, but we can't block and trade in combat unless we have, like, a really buff one. That's fine. I think given this hand... Probably doing this first. I'm playing that as a land next turn, so I'm just gonna do this. And pass the turn. If they have shock, they have shock, but I'm just gonna put a counter on this. Spike Field's interesting. Like, here we're still left with a 1/1. They wanted to Spike Field it. Probably playing both of these as lines, so we're probably just playing out the Hydra here. They might... I think we just attack here. They target this, it's not the end of the world. I can also just use this as a combat trick if they have like a deal 3 damage, something like that. Their keep's very slow. Sure. Mono red Tybalt's Trickery. So here... How do we do this? So we're putting 2 counters on this. That's for sure. So I could Ranger's class and level up. Which is probably correct. We don't have the snow mana right now. I mean, if they want to trade my Swarm Shambler, seems fine. Because we need 1 more snow mana. I didn't even read what this card does. Whenever it attacks, deals 2 damage to each creature without flying that player controls. I mean, I do this. I do this. All right. Bye, Trickery player. Alright, so overall, I think this deck is really solid. Like I said, the only thing I like is having another couple fight spells. But I think, like, these 2 cards, like Ranger's Class and Werewolf Pack Leader, are both fantastic. Definitely cards I'd be playing. I'm interested to try both of these out in Historic Mono Green as well. But definitely some things to keep in mind. Let me know what you think, and we will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.